tonight's episode, we have the final scene, the grand finale, the encore to a murder staged. We have to try and get this elusive and tricky criminal to crack through a mixture of clever questioning, convincing evidence, and, of course, wit and charm along the way. Please join us for Layton Brothers Mystery Room Part 12. Well, greetings everyone, and welcome back to Layton Brothers Mystery Room. I'm here, as always, with the beautiful and lovely Clariepose.
Hello, Adipose.
And we have just reached a rather dramatic moment in this little storyline.
I think it's the encore.
Encore! We had Mr. Strapping on the ropes. His heart was entirely exposed.
We thought we had him, actually, didn't we?
We thought we've absolutely got him, and all of a sudden he was like, encore! So we have absolutely no idea what is coming up, but we are very glad that you are going to
Let's find out
us.
what Mr. Strapping has up his sleeve.
Up his little French sleeve.
Oh, is he supposed to be French? I've done that badly.
You've been giving him a French accent for the last 4 episodes.
I thought I was doing an Italian accent.
That's amazing. Really?
Well, I kind of thought somewhere, that area of Europe.
Or maybe it was Italian. I don't know. I thought it was simply red. So you know.
You thought it was simply red?
Yeah, Mick Hucknall. We had this conversation. Anyway, word of the day is back in force.
We got some good ones for you today.
We've got 3 words of the day. We're going to do it a little bit different today. I am going to put the 3 words of the day that we are going to try to slip into today's episode on the screen right now. So if you don't want to know those words of the day, close your eyes now for the next 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now open your eyes and explain to everyone around you why you were staring at the computer with your eyes shut.
Yeah, and then you can explain to them all about word of the day and then get them to subscribe to TheAdiposeTV. Anyway, it turns out there's not a very lot of Layton Brothers in this Layton Brothers Mystery Room, but anyway, let's get right back into our little encore. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We were born ready. We are born investigators. Here we are. A murder staged. The case is still open. We shall reopen the case from where we left off. And it is loading. So, can we take down the mischievous Roscoe Strapping? Go to Strapping's office. Why are we going to his office? Oh, hello. The conclusion.
Sorry if we've kept you waiting. The scream everyone heard in the darkness, that one was Knox's doing. But when the lights came back up, what everyone saw were Miss Blaze's body in the middle of the stage.
I'm a bit confused. Have we missed something here? Like, it's not often you kind of go, that guy's the murderer, and then you kind of go, well, you just go back to your office and we'll meet you there.
No, sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, sorry, our bad. I'm sure the chair will still be there in a bit. Maybe we've missed a little bit, but oh well, whatever. Superstar Slade.
Faced with a scene like that, who wouldn't assume that that were the lass that just screamed?
Wham and wham! And just before the lights went out, you bumped into Miss Knox. It's all in Miss Clegg's statement. In fact, you knocked into Knox. Ha!
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 That's when you told her you were going to need her to scream once you'd cut the lights.
You are quite deluded. You're right, this is a French accent.
It's French. That is still
Excellent.
French.
You are quite deluded. This is all utter fabrication.
Only untrue.
Only untrue.
Oh, I love saying the word only in a French accent.
Only untrue.
It's only untrue.
We're not deluded at all.
Nope. No. Not even a scintilla of an amount.
You know it's the truth. Stop trying to deny it. I have absolutely no recollection of anything that you are saying.
Really? You just spent the last probably hour of gameplay explaining
I think perhaps I might need a doctor.
all to him. He's got a very bad memory problem there. Probably because his heart's beating so fast.
Your so-called evidence is all circumstantial. Do you have any conclusive proof at all?
Well, yes.
In fact, I would go as far as to say that it's unprovable postulation.
Unprovable postulation. Did we have that as an arrow once before? Unprovable postulation.
I don't know, but
it's still a very, very cool phrase, though.
I haven't seen a shred of hard evidence.
Hang on, this guy's great. You were standing there with the gun, you shot her, she's dead, she's got a bullet hole in her neck, there's an entire audience full of witnesses. That's probably evidence.
Not according to him.
Well,
We're going to have to do better than that.
I don't think you necessarily need to persuade the murderer that he has done it.
Oh, we got proof, all right.
The prof's got proof.
Prof's got proof.
I love that. I might just walk around saying that, like, you know, when I'm like in at work and stuff, just nudge people on the shoulder and go,
Prof's got proof.
prof's got proof.
How about this for starters?
What irrefutable evidence proves that strapping shot Blaze? Didn't we not have this question at the end of the last time? Maybe not. Well, hang on. The irrefutable evidence was that Blaze was the remote switch, wasn't it? Have we not done this? Have we gone backwards?
I don't know.
I think it's the remote switch. Ha-ha! There we go!
Maybe we've just backtracked a little bit before the encore.
Bollocks.
You can't say that.
Can I not?
I don't think so. You're going to have to edit it out.
We'll have to edit this out anyway. We can't just replay bits that we've done. Or is it funny to say that we've redone a bit that we've already done?
Funny, bordering on annoying.
So, thank you for watching our replay. Instant replay of last week's thing. Oh well. Anyway, it's your line.
Isn't that the squib remote?
Is it damp?
It's a damp squid.
Damp squib.
Aye.
Oi! Which should have been carried by Miss Blaze for her to push the button in time with you firing the blank.
But Mr. Strapping, the button was never pressed. The squib was never squirted. I don't know if we have done this before, because I would have remembered the squib was
The squib never shut. I think I would have remembered that the knob was never nudged. I like that. Knob was never nudged. It's good. And I'd go as far as to say that the green arrows are more entertaining than the plot.
So it's a bit hard to explain where all the blood came from in that final scene, eh? No, that can't.
Oh, he's sweating. He's sweating.
There's only one explanation for it that makes any sense, and I think you know what that is, don't you, Mr. Strapping?
Oh, I know what it is. I don't know. Why the blood?
She were bleeding because you shot her with a real gun.
A real gun. And there goes the heart. It's stone and it's cracked.
Clearly Gloria just forgot to take the remote control with her that time. There's no way out of this, Mr. Strapping. You can't explain it away.
It's the final curtain.
You shot her, no question. Look, there's her pointing on.
Oh yeah, a little point, a little ace attorney point. Yeah.
Ace attorney?
Yeah.
Ace attorney?
It's my other little playthrough.
Another playthrough?
Guys, she doesn't know about the other playthrough. Don't tell
Are
her.
you moonlighting with Ace Attorney behind my back?
I think we should you see other games.
Other games?
Anyway,
Ace Attorney.
Well, it's good. It's like this, except there's no people with red eyes and purple hair.
What's the point?
Actually, that's a lie. There is someone with purple hair.
Ah, so it's actually just this.
Yeah, you're right. It's actually just this, but it's slightly more Japanese, whereas this is more kind of like European.
No, wrong accent.
That's a very big you've got there.
Nonsense.
Oh, I like that word. No. Mystery solved.
I have to say, as encores go, that was. Oh, we haven't done the encore.
Apparently we haven't done the encore.
We haven't done the encore.
So that was just a bit of a replay, really.
Wow.
Wow.
Hope you enjoyed that as much as we did.
Well, I think we can make up for it by you giving that the volume and the passion that he is saying that word encore with.
Okay, should we close the window?
I am attached to the computer by a headset, so I can't reach the window.
Awkward.
We can ask the cat to close the window.
Smallest,
close the window. No, he's just looking at us.
Okay.
Okay.
Word I say.
You're just going to have to go for it.
Encore!
I like that. Do you remember that song, Encore en foi?
I do.
Remember the whole lyrics of the whole song was Encore en foi.
Yeah.
Guys, look it up on Google. Thank me later. Encore en foi. Right, encore! He's got a little quarter of his heart left.
You what? You overwhelmed me before with your barrage of illogical claptrap, but now I have recovered my poise.
I think he has accused us of having a bit of verisimilitude.
I think he has. I'm not guilty, I was framed! Clegg was behind the whole thing!
Who's Clegg? Oh, the guy, the unconscious guy.
Who's Clegg? I don't much care for your constant ducking and diving, Mr. Strapping.
She's She's awfully stroppy about this murderer who, damn it, just won't roll over and say that he's guilty. It's throwing her whole plan.
I had no idea when I pulled the trigger. I thought it was a replica gun.
See, that would be an interesting twist. What if it was him that shot her, but actually he didn't know that it was the real gun? Therefore, he never actually intended to kill her.
We haven't thought of that, have we?
So that's a double question then. Secondary question, who's the murderer then? For argument's sake, supposing Clegg switched the guns, but Roscoe fired it, who's guilty?
Well, if Clegg switched the guns knowing that it meant that Roscoe was going to kill her, clearly Clegg is guilty.
But Roscoe was the one that pulled the trigger.
Yeah, manslaughter, not murder.
Okay, well, I thought it might be an interesting debate. Apparently not. Apparently that's just the answer. Thanks, we won't debate that one then. That's the end of that.
What, so you're telling me that if somebody accidentally or fires something thinking it's a pretend gun, but someone's switched it with a real gun, it's the person who fired the pretend gun's fault?
No, I'm not necessarily saying it's their fault. I'm just saying it's debatable, because he was the one that shot her in the neck.
Okay, let's debate this. Addy, who do you think is guilty if someone thinks they're firing a pretend gun?
Well, I think that you'd have to say that they were the person that fired the gun killed them. However, the person who was responsible was probably the person that shot the gun.
There you go.
Right.
Debate over. But oh, what a cruel error! I only realised my mistake after the fatal deed was done.
Oh, in fact, this is what he's claiming.
It was the recoil that alerted me to the truth.
Guys, if you're not sure what recoil is, just check out my Battlefield 3 tutorials. Yeah, tell what about it. Yeah, you'll be able to get it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, right up, moving on then.
I had just about enough of your lies. You can't trick us anymore.
Oh, whoa! Whoa, oh, but my dear Lucy, he's telling us the truth now.
Hair in front of the eyes. Oh, crikey, not again.
You'll see that my hair is now over my eyes. My hair gel mysteriously stops working when I speak like this, and my origins go all kind of Americana. Yeah. I also like Barry White. Yeah, we got it going on. Someone very carefully arranged for a real gun that looked exactly like the replica to be there at the scene. And what the hell is going on with this music? This music does not suit me speaking like this. I need spooky strings, not jazz.
Get on with it.
No, I need different music. Yes, that part of all this was very much a premeditated crime. I almost said premedicated crime there.
Maybe that
would have been different. But everything that followed, that wasn't driven by lust, nor by heartache, nor by insanity even. No, what followed was nothing more than an ad-libbed scramble to hide the truth. It was a clumsy cover-up.
Come on, Prof, you're not saying that there was someone else involved that switched over the guns?
Oh yeah. I was someone else involved, the mastermind behind this whole charade.
Good word.
Thank you. Just the sort of killer I like.
You like a killer?
I love killers. It's my dark side.
Scary.
I think you should have a dark side.
I think I should too.
Yeah, what would your voice be if Lucy had a dark side?
I don't know.
Guys, could you please script some lines for Dark Lucy for Clara to read out in her Dark Lucy voice, so she can invent one, please? Maybe Dark Lucy would actually secretly be, like really into Roscoe strapping, or.
I think she is really into
she's not very subtle.
You're getting rather carried away in your soliloquy.
Whoa! Don't hit me with all of those complicated phrases, dude.
Don't you like the long words? Do you have?
Do I have what?
I don't know. Do you have hippopotamonstrosquipedalophobia?
One more time.
Hippopotamonstrosquipedalophobia.
You're right. I've actually been suffering from hippopotamonstrosquipedalophobia for quite some time.
Right. Well, better not use any long words in front of you.
We'd better not. But despite... Oh, that's not my line.
That's me.
Sorry.
Line thief. But despite your rather crazed demeanour, I believe you have got to the truth, Inspector. Indeed, the root of all this evil is Clegg. He is the one that switched the guns. After all, the man was head over heels in love with Gloria. Bit of a funny way to show it, isn't it? She's got a point, you know. Say what you want about Lucy, but she has got a point.
She's got a good point. The way to get to a woman's heart is
not
not shooting her in the neck.
No.
Not shooting her in the neck. Try flowers.
Try flowers.
Try a compliment.
Box of chocolates.
Maybe asking her out. A nice movie. Don't shoot her in the neck.
Why then, you asked, did he feel the need to kill Gloria?
Kill Gloria?
To kill Gloria.
Gloria.
In front of a theatre full of onlookers.
Before a full house. Thank you for expanding on that.
The answer, of course, is staring you all in the face. Hey, enough of this high and mighty know-all attitude, eh? You're the guilty one, don't forget.
Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity,
Flimby-flamby,
tutti-frutti.
namby-pamby, fanning about.
Know your place.
Know your place, murderer. See, she's still blaming him because of shooting the gun.
Guilty? Moi? Au contraire, I am a victim in all of this.
Listen to you two. yapping like dogs. Am I going to have to cut out your tongues?
This is
What?
This is what that's wrong. Guys, you see the expression that Lucy's doing right now?
That is the expression that we currently both have.
That said, Clariepose is actually at this moment pointing scissors towards her own throat. What are you doing?
How are these pointed towards my own throat? These
bouncing
are
them
quite
around.
clearly pointed towards your
Put
throat.
the blade down. Look, hold the nice ruler instead. There we go.
I like to fiddle.
Yeah, but not with blades,
Well,
please.
maybe you shouldn't leave scissors lying around the room
Look,
then.
am I going to have to cut out your tongue to get you to shut up?
Ladies and gentlemen, we just had a bit of a cutout in the recording. Apologies, and we've missed a few little phrases, but don't worry, I can remember the script exactly as it was, and I will now repeat it word for word, verbatim.
And when he says a cutout, what he means is a cock-up. The kind of cutout that happens when you forget to press the record button.
I did press the record button. Now. Anyway,
Oh, what I said was, admit it, you shot her. When the lights were on, you realized it wasn't a replica gun. It wasn't.
you didn't know it was a This is word for word exactly what he said. Look, I'm going to try again, and I'll get it word for word. Okay.
Unbeknownst to you, the gun was switched before the show. You fired the gun on the stage, believing it to be a fake gun, and you shot her in the heart. You realized this, so you ran off the stage, cut the lights, grabbed the other gun, told what's-her-face to scream, and then knocked off Clegg to cover your tracks.
And put the gun in his hand.
Isn't that how it happened?
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Choose a letter, bravo, Inspector. A brilliant deduction.
And monologue.
And monologue.
In French, please. It was a brilliant monologue.
It was a brilliant monologue.
Thank you. God, how hard is it to get some praise here?
How hard is it to press record? You're admitting it now. I didn't think you'd fold that easily. Oh, so you are a coward as well as a crook.
She really doesn't like him.
She doesn't like him.
The poor guy's been framed for murder, and now she's actually being meaner to him than she was before.
What are you talking about? I did it for justice. Direct your scorn at Clegg. He switched the guns. He is the true criminal.
It's the root of all evil, according to Mr. Strapping.
Clegg switched the guns. Don't make me laugh. It was me.
It was you, wasn't it?
Remember Blaze's dead body? That mouse of a man doesn't have the flair for such an inspired death.
Inspired death, eh?
Oh yes, inspired and beautiful.
I'm not sure I like this other side of Layton.
It's a little bit sick and twisted.
It is, yeah.
The final scene. The audience on the edges of their seats, and then pow! Shot through the heart, blood spilling everywhere, the stage awash with crimson glory. Magnificent! Wouldn't you agree?
Is this fellow quite alright? What are you talking about?
As everyone slowly backs away from the madman in the middle of the office.
Is Nout magnificent about murder, Prof?
You tell him, Lucy, you take him down.
You don't see?
No, I do not. And I don't much want to, not the way you're seeing things right now, anyhow.
Ha ha! Well, at least Well, at least you're plucky, my little plucky assistant. Now, how about if I said in this voice, now go and get me some tea.
Still a no.
Oh, man, come on. Think, Lucy, who is the mastermind behind this crime, and what is the evidence that proves it? You've both seen the evidence already. It couldn't be more plain.
Well, there's only one suspect left, isn't there? Which is Destiny Knox.
Yeah.
So what would be the evidence that proves it? Oh, hang on. There's one of Blaze's fanatical admirers. The media have pinned the murder on this. I think that's just the media thing.
So it must be Noxie's.
It must be Noxie, because she's kind of the only character left who isn't in the room. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we say it's Foxy Noxie. Destiny Knox. It's a pun. Oh, and which piece of evidence reveals the true mastermind behind the case? Okay. Well, it could be the replica gun, because that would mean that there were two guns around.
Yeah, but that doesn't prove that she did it, does it?
No. It wouldn't be the bullet hole then for that reason. It's not the fact that Clegg is unconscious, because we've already discovered that he was actually knocked unconscious beforehand. The mark indicating strapping's placed on the stage, and it's got nothing to do with her, assuming it's her. The ladder, no, don't really see it so. The remote squib. And oil stains. Oh, that's our only options. Oh. What do you think?
I think I'm a bit stuck on this one, actually.
Unless we picked the wrong person. And ladies and gentlemen, what follows now is an extremely long and extremely embarrassing load of mistakes made by myself and Clariepose. We were convinced it was Destiny Knox, therefore we picked almost every possibility of evidence that Destiny Knox could be, and it turned out to be none of them. And then we thought maybe it's this mysterious audience member, so we went into there and picked some of that. And then we thought, oh hey, maybe it's a double bluff, and maybe it's actually Roscoe strapping all along. And so we went into there and picked various bits of evidence there, and nothing really kind of seemed to make sense. And again, I'm kind of wondering, are the colour, the fact that some of these are kind of gold coloured and blue coloured, are these kind of clues? But if they're clues, they're kind of obvious, because it's basically kind of saying here's the answer, and we got thoroughly confused, and we picked lots of things, and we got very frustrated, and it was very, very long, and it went on and on and on and on and on and on until the point that we actually just started randomly picking things, different characters, different pieces of evidence, and nothing was working, and the same bit of dialogue was coming up again and again and again and again, and we didn't even get any more words of the day in. It was that depressing, until finally we thought, well, hang on, and there's one thing we haven't tried, and that was, could the victim actually be the murderer? Could the victim have actually planned her own death? Which of course seems absolutely absurd, but we eventually gave her a go, and using the rather twisted logic that if it was her, then it would probably be the like kind of blood pouch, the squib, because she took it off herself. We gave it a go, and this was the result. It was her! It was suicide!
It was Gloria Blaze! She was the mastermind behind the whole thing!
She set herself up to die.
Truly culpable.
This is crazy.
And it's the remote control that proves it. Why am I pointing at him?
100%!
And we got it first time.
First time.
You really lost the plot now, precious. Gloria is the victim of this crime, not the perpetrator.
Lucy's absolutely right.
Thank goodness you're back, Prof, is he?
Sorry if I alarmed you. Yes, the remote control we found discarded in the rubbish bin. I believe Miss Blaze threw it away on purpose.
What a ludicrous suggestion! Why on earth would she do such a thing?
Because Miss Blaze planned all of this right from the start. She was responsible for switching the guns. She knew she was going to be shot dead that day.
She knew that she was going to be shot dead that day.
Oh, and I
so
still
she had no use for the remote control.
Sorry.
That's just nonsensical. I don't understand.
I don't really understand either.
Baffling. Why would Gloria orchestrate her own murder, for goodness sake?
Yes, what was going through Miss Blaze's mind to make her take such extreme
Innermost
measures?
thoughts.
The answer to that is written in a message which you have already seen with your own eyes.
What message?
The message that Miss Blaze wrote to you and left for you to find. Lucy, would you care to explain? Well, it must be the thing around her neck, surely. You'll pay for betraying me. I wonder if this gold stuff means that it's always one of the two that are in gold, whether the colours are random. Oh, there's a face!
You'll pay for betraying me. That's what Miss Blaze wrote, and she meant the message for you.
Is it starting to make sense now?
Not the affair.
He was having an affair? I don't believe it.
How naughty. And he's been such a gentleman all through
Such a
this.
nice guy.
But she wouldn't have killed herself like this because of a silly affair. You'd have to be out of your mind.
I think it's fair to say Miss Blaze was not of sound
She
mind.
had a broken heart.
Driven to madness as she was, Mrs. Strapping, by you.
Broken by you.
Broken by you. Mystery any more encores? Any more encores? And... Success. Well, this must set up our little next plot. Hey, it's my guy! Hey, Al, are you still here?
Oh, hello, Detective Lawson. Have you got some new info for us?
Well, actually, yes, I have. The lads have found a typewriter in Blaze's room identical to the one you used to type the note you found. I mean, some people might say, well, why did I not give you this evidence before? But no, I thought it was more fun to just, give it to you this way.
Oh, and they've proven that Blaze ordered the gun as well.
And they...
Wow.
So basically, this whole thing's been a big waste of your time. That's the proof we needed, and also a way to spend the day.
Lovely job.
Who would have guessed this victim was the mastermind behind the whole thing? I'm amazed you figured this out, especially with me withholding vital evidence.
Hee hee.
So, tell me, exactly who did figure it out, huh?
Me. Hey, what do you mean? The Prof and me, of course. Who else?
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
I don't follow.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to have to leave.
Oh, it's not like you to head off so early. Prof, everything all right?
Oh, yes, perfectly. There's just a program I'd like to see on the television, MasterChef. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Okie dokie, see you later.
Bye, Al. See you. Nice work, yeah. And the case is not quite closed.
I bet the Prof's jiggered after all that excitement.
Jiggered.
Jiggered.
Jiggered. Not even a word of the day. Excitement? Well, what do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. When he starts getting on a roll with his questions and that, he changes. It's ever so sudden when it happens.
Oh, I see. And how does he change exactly?
Like you wouldn't believe. For starters, his hair gel falls out.
Yep. And he gets and his hair's so good the rest of the time.
It hangs down in front of his eyes. It's that creepy it is. Makes him look evil, it does.
I see. Anything other than his hair that changes about him?
Yes, he turns into Barry White. Oh aye, it's his whole personality. That's the worst bit about it. It's the way he says stuff, I suppose.
Do you know Barry White saved your life and got you back with your ex-wife singing Barry White? It's all right.
Once again, I have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
a song by the Fun Loving Criminals, and it's awesome. Guys, look it up. No idea what it's called. It's got Barry White in it.
He gets all high and mighty and Marty! And well, just plain scary, if truth be told. I mean, do you know what he said to me and the fellow that were here before when we were arguing?
No, I don't. I lost interest several sentences ago.
He said we were yapping like dogs and he'd have to cut out our tongues. And he were being serious.
Well, you can't blame a man for having a sense of humour.
Because cutting people's tongues off is always funny.
It is funny, isn't it? A pair of scissors, you know.
It weren't funny. He's so intense, I'm telling you, it's dead frightening.
Unless you're not dead, you know. Well, I understand, though. It must be very difficult.
Aye, well, that dark side of his is starting to get up my nose. He's this far away from a Lucy Lamping.
Biff!
What's a Lucy Lamping?
Biff!
I'd like to see a Lucy Lamping.
She's going to give him a punch, a Lucy Lamping. Well, try not to you lose your patience, all right?
Oh, I'm trying hard.
And by the way, Al doesn't ever come out with any, unfamiliar names when he's like that, does he?
Hey?
He doesn't start talking about people or places that have nothing to do with the case.
No, I can't say he does. I'll tell you something he did say, though. He said that death were inspired and beautiful.
Oh, really?
Why are you so interested, anyway?
Oh, no reason, really. It just sounded like fun. It's just, well, if he does mention any strange names while it's like that, be sure to let me know, okay? On the quiet.
He's got something he's hiding. On the quiet?
Yeah, it means without making a loud noise. And it'll be better for Al that way, you see.
How come?
Well,
Now I'm annoying.
it just would. Stop asking questions, or I'll give you a Lucy
Lamping
of your very own.
Well, okay, if you say so.
Thank God we're able to end this conversation. God, stop talking! Just make sure he doesn't find out you're reporting to me, okay? And that could well be the end of the case. Cheesy high five.
So the case is solved, but the mystery
Continues.
Oh, the walking corpse.
The
That sounds
walking.
interesting.
Well, we already had a walking corpse. We already had a case where the victim was the murderer. Crazy. Anyway, if you have enjoyed us solving that case, please do give the video a like. I've given you loads of stuff to put in the comment section, so we look forward to hearing your ideas and stuff. Thank you very much for the lovely and beautiful Clarie for joining me today.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. And we will see you sometime over the weekend, probably, for the start of The Walking Corpse with the requested Dustin Scowers.
Looking forward to this one.
That looks like a fun character to give a
That
voice
does
to.
look like a fun character.
We'll have to think about who gets to do that one. Alright guys, we will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.